Hi, today I'm going to be doing a review of the Barska GLX laser sight. It's a green laser, and I have it mounted on my Springfield XD-M40. Got this a few weeks ago. I didn't want to do a review immediately. I mean, like the day I got it. I wanted to use it for a couple weeks, beat it up, shoot it a while, make sure it was going to stay on target, and then give you my thoughts on it. I thought it would be a better review that way. Again, two or 3 weeks ago, I got this, mounted it on my Springfield XD-M40. Package arrived. I don't want to show you a lot of the packaging because I'm not reviewing the packaging. Comes with the instructions, the laser, the battery. I think it's the CR132A. Allen wrenches to adjust for windage and elevation, and a separate size to actually mount it on there onto your weapon. And it also comes with a stabilizing bar for Picatinny rails to hold it more steady. Comes with this momentary switch. I have no use for this right at the moment. Probably for a rifle application to maybe mount onto a foregrip. This screws in, this little piece here screws into the back of the laser unit itself. This is a switch. You'll hear this. Mount this on your foregrip. This goes in the laser. Get on target. Squeeze. Okay, laser's on. Again, keep that later use. You never know. Might need it sometime down the road. Now on to the unit itself. Let's go ahead and clear this. And see, it's all clear in there. No magazine. This is the XD-M40. It has Picatinny rails. It's the 4.5 inch 40. It's not a subcompact. It's not 3.8. It is the standard size. Mounts on the bottom right here. The Barska itself, I don't know if you can see this or not, but right here on the bottom, it also has a Picatinny rail built into it so that you can mount a light or whatnot on there. I'll get to that in a minute. Operation's pretty simple. Batteries go right here in the back of this thing, into the back of the laser. Like I said, it comes with it. It's a CR132A. You open this whole side piece off right here. There's a little rail right here. Take this side piece off, remove the screws so it'll fit. Slide it on your rail. Put the stabilizing bar inside. Close it down. Tighten your screws, and you're good. You will probably need to adjust the windage and elevation on this thing because it was not even close when I got it. But you can tell that simply by using your iron sights and looking to see where the green dot is on a wall or whatnot. Again, installation was very easy. Took 2 minutes. Adjusting for windage and elevation takes another 2 minutes. If you want to go to a range and shoot and try it that way, that's fine. I didn't need to the way I did it. I'll explain that later. But this is all aluminum. Everything's aluminum. It's not really heavy. It balances out my weapon very well. When you put the clip in, it pretty much balances right there on the trigger point. It's fairly nice. It's not too bad. With it out, of course, it's a whole lot top end. It's top heavy, but with the way this thing is here, the switch. The switch on the actual unit itself is plastic. That's the only thing on it that's plastic. Read a few people talking about it here and there. Plastic switch, gave them a hard time. It broke. I don't see it breaking. It's not into an area right now where I think it should ever break. If I beat it, banged it on the table or something, maybe it would break. Simple finger pushing, I don't see it breaking. Slides this way to cut on with your finger right here. Trigger finger, it's on. The other side is the off button. As you can see behind me, green dot. Steady beam, not flashing. Some of the ones that are out there are flashing. One of the main reasons I bought this was I saw a couple reviews on a few of the bigger ones, the nicer ones. the Laser Max Unimax green, the Beam Shot, the Viridian, whether it be the X5L, the C5. I think there's a SX5 or an SXL or something. All those are Viridian models that fit the XD M's are supposed to be a nice tight fit. Those are all anywhere between, from all over the internet, anywhere between $250 upwards to close to $400. I bought this because I saw it was a green laser, same power, the dot diameter at 50 yards was pretty close to the same, if not the same or smaller. I did not want a strobing unit. Again, this being my first one, I didn't know if I wanted that or not, but I didn't think I wanted a strobing unit. So I bought this, and this one cost me about $80. $85 or so on Optics Planet, something like that. They got free shipping. You can look online, some free shipping, some free 5% off internet codes. Put that in there. Gave me it totaled up to be like $80. It was here in like 3 days after I ordered it. Took it to the range. I've shot, since this has been mounted, I've probably shot about 500 yards through my 40. It stayed on target, not giving me any problems, has not cut off, no malfunctions. I have been able to clean it. Took a Q-tip, put it right there in the end hole right there where the laser head is. Lightly just spin the Q-tip. Cleaned it, got a little bit of the residue off the end. I don't do that every time. Doesn't need it every time. It's still plenty bright. One of the reasons I got the green instead of the red, Barska also offers a red. It's like $50, I think. And the one reason I got the green was because of daytime. Green is a lot more visible in the daytime. At nighttime, the green is extremely visible. You can even see the beam. Some people said they don't want the beam because that's why they picked the red, because they don't want someone to know where they're shooting from, yada yada. Well, I'm not using this as a sniper rifle, so I don't really care if they know where it's coming from. I might even prefer they know where it's coming from as an intimidation factor. That's the way I like to. That's the way I think I'm going to end up utilizing this, as an intimidation factor, where I don't have to touch my trigger, just turn on my green dot. I don't ever think I hope I never have to use it, but that's one of the things. One thing I will note on the XDMs, probably the same on the 9mm versus the 40 that has the 4.5-inch barrel. The Picatinny rails on the bottom of the 40. If you purchase this Barska GLX green laser, if you slide it all the way back against the front of the trigger guard here, the laser will tend to want to kind of cock up. And what that does, it's not, I did that originally, and it made my laser, it made the green dot up high. Well, I tried to adjust it down, and it didn't go down far enough. And then that's when it kind of hit me. It was rubbing, the top part here was rubbing against the top of my trigger guard. So I moved it forward one. There's several little rails inside the unit here itself, the laser unit here itself. Several rails for you to mount that little stabilizer bar I was talking about. You can put it on several different, a different combination of the Picatinny rails underneath, so that you don't have to just slide it like a full inch or so. You just go, one little rail at a time. But it's steady, strong. It doesn't offer to come off. So far so good. I've been impressed with this unit. One thing I will say, I mentioned earlier, it does come standard with these Picatinny rails on the bottom so that you can mount a light. That being said, the XD gear that comes with the Springfield has the Picatinny style railing on it. This is the magazine loader, the easy speed loader. Okay, it's set up to where it snaps in, it's spring loaded, and it's supposed to snap in on the rails of my 40. Very tight fit. When I put it on this and snap it in, it's not really tight, and there's lots of wobble once it gets caught up into the slide. Hear that? lots of wobble. If it's a quick release type setup that you're looking for, you may end up having to get a unit. Now that fits okay backwards. That fits all right, but again, that looks kind of, I don't know. If you want to use it as a display stand, I guess it would work that way. But anyway, that was my take on the Picatinny rail system. Other than that, again, the unit works very well. I've been impressed with it. $80 versus $300, even close to $400. I'll continue to use this until it breaks, and then more than likely I'll end up buying another one. It's not the smallest unit you can purchase for a weapon. I do not have a holster for it, so it sits on my truck console. Looked at some Crimson Trace stuff. Until they come out with the green technology, I'll stay away from it. Don't want anything strobing again. So I like this. Comment on my post. Thanks. Bye.